Joseph Thorman says, what is the meaning of life? I don't know what that really has to do with Lazarus, but that is a good question, and I think Lazarus honestly goes into that a lot. And since I wrote the book, you can kind of guess that, everything in the book is what I believe about life. And what I really think, and what you'll see in Lazarus, is that every choice that we make right now is going to end up dictating the future. People get away their whole life with thinking, I'll wait until I'll be good. I'll wait until I'll be a good person. I'll wait until I do something right. I'll do all these bad things that I enjoy, that I know are wrong, and then I'll eventually be good and accept responsibility. But, that's not how things operate. Everything that you do right now is going to affect the way that the future is. And if you do a bunch of bad stuff, you're most likely going to have a bad future, no matter how much you make yourself think that, it'll all turn out good in the end, even if I keep doing this. It doesn't work that way. Every decision you make has an equal and opposite reaction, like, the laws of physics. And the meaning of life, I think, which Lazarus really goes into, is don't take things for granted as well. Not only make the right choices now, and do what you love and do what's right now, but also don't take things for granted, because you never know when that person you love so much could, bam, be gone. They could die tomorrow. I hope not, but it can happen. And I always say, you need to feel right now in this life and in your life that if you died tomorrow, you would be happy. You would be content. There wouldn't be anything that you could, would think that you could have done better. You have to live life that way. You have to, do everything you possibly can to make it what you want it to be. That's what life's about. And Lazarus really goes into that. It is a story of a broken man who, doesn't know what he wants. Doesn't know. He thinks he knows what he wants, but he doesn't, and he's trying to find himself while he's trying to find his daughter, which end up becoming the same story. But yeah, that's enough of that. Getting all philosophical here. Elizabeth Bruckner says, who is your favorite character to write about and why? Okay. That, I don't really know how to attack that, because my favorite, I consider it a character. You guys might not consider it a character, but Hyperion, Lazarus' suit. I put so much time into the physics of that thing and everything that it could do. And I've had people tell me, you put too much time into it. You shouldn't have written 30 pages about Hyperion and all the history about the suit. But they don't understand, and like I tell them, Hyperion is as much of a character as Lazarus. She really is. Like, she takes in such a big part later on in the book, and especially in Huron. She becomes such a huge part of the book. And you have to know. You have to know what she can do, how she operates. You have to know all of these things, because if you don't and you get into the second book, you're going to be like, huh? Nanobite? What? Gel layer? Huh? Thrusters? What? You're going to you're going to be like, lighting systems? Mapping systems? Compad? What is all this? You need to know these kind of things, because in the second book, they're going to be a big thing. And I think that Hyperion, besides the plot, is the biggest thing that I put my time into, especially designing her. I wanted her to be fierce. But, that's going to change for the second book, because Hyperion was my pride of the first book. Esdras is going to be my pride of the second book. I cannot wait till you guys start seeing and hearing about Esdras. Esdras is going to be the baddest of the bad. He's going to be a manipulator, a conniver. He's just going to be evil. At the same time, he's going to be good. It's going to be very interesting.